Hi everyone. Today on my Come and Learn channel, I would like to show you a few things that you could do with your embossing folder. The one I'm going to be using today is Cuttlebug. The one I'm going to be using today, is by Cuttlebug Provocraft. There's a range of embossing folders out there, guys, but I only have some from Cuttlebug. I think so. And then I have a big shot machine, which my husband bought me 3-4 years ago. Looks like this here. I don't usually use it on when I'm making videos, but I do use it when I'm making cards. Like when I'm not making any videos, I do use it. I mean, the Big Shot machine, there's lots and lots of tutorials out there about, you know, how to use it and stuff. So I'm not going to be making a video about this. But I can actually link the videos down below in the information box for you new crafters out there. So I can totally do that for you. Now, I like using the matte stack by Die Cut with a View. This one, it's textured cardstock and then it has a white core. So this is the one that I'm going to be showing you how to use a sanding block to actually expose the white core to give it a really nice distress effect. So that's that one. I've got a few of these stacks, and if you know me, you know I watch online when there's a sale, and this one, most of them I got them half price. I just think the quality is amazing, the range of colors is amazing, and it's also textured. I also like to use it as a backing if I've stamped an image and I want some backing, just, you know, just like a frame to show around my stamp image. I like to use these as well. And then I will also use this one here. This is by Xcut, and this one is by Happy Days, and this is a range by Papermania. It's a company in England, and I got that on sale as well. Either I got it on sale or I got it when I went to Alexandra Palace. I can't remember, but I have a lot of stems and products in my craft stash that's to do with sewing. This is a regular cardstock. Now, the cardstock that I'm going to be using today is this one here. It's by Crafter's Companion. And the reason I'm going to be using it, I like the thickness of it. So, and this is just white. So, crafterscompanion.com in the US, and in the UK it will be .co.uk. This is great if you are doing watercoloring, if you are going to be using your Spectrum Noir or your alcohol ink pen, you know, Copics, stuff like that. It's really great. Then I will also use this watercolor paper. This is by Dale Rowney. It's 300 grams, 140 pounds. It's what else can I tell you about this? Well, it's for watercolor, aquarelle, and it's the jumbo pack. And as you can see, I told you I hardly ever buy things full price. I got this from W.H. Smith. Around this time, Christmas time, do keep an eye out on their website, because they have fantastic, you know, amazing sales. From $9.99 that went down to $4.99, and look, it's a jumbo pack. So I'm going to be using a sheet from here as well. Now remember, this channel is is about going through everything at a really slow pace. I'm not going to fast forward anything. Reason being is this is for people who are new at card making. If you are intermediate, you may already know the techniques that I'm showing you, but there might be things that you didn't know. Feel free to just move the cursor along and forward, but this is the rate I am going to go with this video, and this is because I've had requests before to really take it slow. So just to let you know, in case you think, why am I taking so long with it? Now I'm just gonna move this aside. So all you need to do, just take your folder, place it on top like that, this one where it says Cuttlebug face up, and then slide it inside. I just have to cut my paper because the area here is less than A4, so that my paper can fit. Okay, just take it, place it onto your first mat, first clear plate, this one here. First you have the thick one, and then your clear plate. Place your work on that, and then sandwich it with the other clear plate like that, and then push it in, and as soon as you can feel you've hit the inside of the big shot, you just turn it. It's really easy, you don't have to make a lot of effort. And then once that's out, it's done, but I just like to turn it back one more time. Okay, now let's have a look. Oops. Open it up. You will have a beautiful embossed image. On one side it's the embossed image, and on the other side it's the debossed one. Really, it's up to you which one you want to use, to be honest. I mean, if you want to have a relief on your project, go ahead and use that one. If you want to use the other one, why not? So you can make a card, then trim it around and then make a card, leave it white, use colored paper, use pattern paper. The sky's the limit. Okay, let's put this aside and move on to, now I'm going to show you using my watercolor paper. The reason I'm going to be using watercolor paper, because I'm going to be using some distress ink on here. So I do want to use a thicker cardstock, even though you could have used the one by Crafter's Companion, because I did say to you, it's quite absorbent. But with watercolor paper, there's what I like with watercolor paper, there's a texture on it. So let's bring you closer. Hopefully you can see that. Right, let's see. Yeah, can you see there's, let me just put the light off, you might see better. Okay, can you see there's like a texture on this one, whereas the one by Crafter's Companion, it's smooth. So I like to see this texture sometimes, depending on the kind of look I'm going for. For this one, I do want to see some the texture of the paper. So I'm going to open up my folder now. On this folder, on one side it's the debossed image, and on one side is the relief one, the embossed one, the one that has a relief. When you put your hand across, your fingers across, you can actually feel it. This one, it goes inside. I'm going to be adding my ink on this side, the one that goes in. Okay. Right, so I am going to be using, let's use some bright colors. Let's use the ripe persimmon, and then let's use some blue. So I'm going to start off by adding my ink like that, and then using the chipped sapphire, right. Now this is plastic, so it is resisting the ink, and that's what's going to create a very nice effect. So I'm taking some water, and then I'm just going to spritz it with very lightly with some water just to activate this ink there. Then we're going to place our card like that, and then close it. Once that's closed, bring it to inside our big shot, and we're going to emboss it. Okay. Just bring our paper out, and this is the look that you're gonna get. So the embossed area will have a little bit of ink, and you can actually, because it's water based, you can actually go ahead and add some more water if you like. Because it's watercolor paper, it's quite absorbent. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and try a different color combination. The faded jeans and the porcelain, the broken china. So broken china is the lightest one. Going down this way, and then we're going to go and add this one. The two other colors were really bright, and I don't really like how it looks together. So let's add some water. Add our card. Big shot. Okay, I do like this combination of colors much better, but this is just to give you an idea of what you could do if you want to add color to your embossing folder. So that's the other one, but like I said, I really didn't think very well before I do that, because this color, these two colors actually could work together. You know, it's orange and purple, both are secondary colors, but I think they clash a bit too much around here. Maybe I should have layered it differently. Anyway, that's that one. So if you do like this kind of look, this is something you could try. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some colors on this side, and then I will show you. So this time I'm just gonna go and use some dye ink. I'm still using my watercolor paper because it's just there. And then let's run it through. So this time obviously it will show onto the debossed side. So it comes on the other side, and because you will actually have ink on that side as well, you know, in between, not only on the debossed area, on the other side, you get this distress kind of look to it. So if this is something you like, you may want to try this out. So I'm using Jelly Bowling seed packet ink, in case you were wondering which green is that. Beautiful. Okay, now moving on. So let's get to clean our embossing folder. Try to clean it as soon as you're done with it. You don't want your ink to dry in there. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna put that away. I think one more thing I wanted to show you. Yes, I do want to show you one more thing with this here. Added onto this area, yeah, the embossed area. If you do want to use paint, then you can add paint using your Brayer roller. And I'm using Reeves acrylic paints. Again, I do like to use two colors. I'm going to be using the orange and yellow. What? Orange and yellow, dark yellow. Okay, so we are going to just add a bit of yellow. A bit of orange, and then a bit of yellow. And we are going to add it to our debossed area. So just get some paint there, get the paint going, and then just add it like that. And then I'm just going to take a bit of yellow. My Crafter's Companion card. And inside our big shark. Okay, that's what you're gonna get. You get this type of look. So you can have an ombre background like I've started to do here, like orange and then into yellow, and then your embossed design will be in white. So all you need to remember is add your paint onto this side, not on here. Okay, let's have a look at what happens if you don't have acrylic but you still want to have a colorful background. So you can totally use your chalk ink if you have some. So for example, I've got my chalk ink here. I'm just looking and see which colors. Okay, I've got cerulean and poppy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, use this. So just add your ink just like that. And then add your what you call it, cerulean ink, and as you move up, as it mixes with the yellow, it turns a bit green, but you don't want to interfere too much with this because of your ink pad. You don't want to contaminate your ink pad. And then just get a sponge and just do this. Try and have a nice transition. And then get your card. Okay. Again, I'm using my Crafter's Companion. Place it on. And let's have a look. And this is what you will get. Okay, so with the paint, I had a much more pigmented background. You can play around with different types of ink just to see the kind of look that you're gonna get. Let's go ahead now and look at Distress Stain. So I've got Bundle Sage, Victorian Velvet, and Tumble Glass. So I'm just gonna start with my Tumble Glass. Again, using on the debossed area. So very similar to what we were looking at before, the watercolor effect. But this time I'm going to be using it on Crafter's Companion. Not precise at all with this one. And then I'm just going to place my card on this side. Oops. And then inside, run through the machine. And let's have a look. Ooh, this is the kind of look you have. So I only have these three colors, the tumbled glass and bundled sage and Victorian velvet. So you obviously can see you can play around and see what kind of look you can get by having colors that merge really well together. But this is another kind of like batik look, I suppose, you get with it. Anyway, that's that. Now, last but not least, I would like to show you when you use the die cut with a view cardstock, and I am going to be using this one here, or maybe not. No, yeah, because I want to distress it. So let's use this one with remember to always clean your embossing folder as soon as you finish. So I'm going to be using the other embossing folder which I showed you at the then just slide your card in. It's the first time I'm using this, so I'm trying to figure out which one would be the embossed and debossed. So I think, yeah, put it this way, and then inside, I mean, run it through. Yep, I've got it on the right side. Now, what I really wanted to show you with this one is using this here, right here, a sanding block, and there's different types. I know there's one by Tim Holtz as well. And what you could do is just use it and then just rub it on top. It's already, the white core of the card is already showing a little bit. You can go ahead and really get in there and then just sand as much as you like. So if you want the design to show, so if you buy the card with a white core, then it's great to actually go ahead and distress, give it that distress look. And this is what it looks like. So there you have it. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial and you have learned something today. So using die cut with a view card, white with a white core, sanding block, acrylic paints with crafter's companion card, distress stained to get this batik kind of look, dye chalk ink by Hero Arts, and then this time and all of these adding the inks, the colors onto the debossed area, and this one adding it onto the other side, the embossed one. This is the kind of look you get, like quite like a distress look. This is the using the watercolor paper. Again, watercolor paper, but this is the one I didn't like. The colors are too strong, and this is just using it on its own. And I didn't show you. This is when you emboss and then just take your ink and then just rub it gently over. Then the embossed area, only the embossed area will catch on the embossed surface, the raised surface, and a little bit will also go on the background. This is another technique as well. Before I do end this video, I wanted to show you, but I forgot, how to emboss your Glassine envelopes. I really like Glassine envelope to put sweets and stuff. So, oh, you may not even know what Glassine is, sorry guys. So Glassine is this like transparent sort of paper, almost like tracing paper, or I don't know, kitchen wax paper. You can buy them as it is, and they're really cute. You can do, some people do add them as pockets in the albums, or journals. There's loads of things you could do with them. The surface is quite sleek, so you have to use a permanent ink if you want to ink on it. And then I'm just going to show you that you can also emboss your Glassine envelope to give it that special look. I just love the look of embossed Glassine paper or Glassine envelope, and this is how it looks like. So on one side if we emboss, the other side deboss. You can just add sweets, or even a little message inside. It looks really, really nice. So yeah, that is the last technique for today. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to go through with you. I'm taking requests at the moment. I already have a request about showing the types of cards that I use, cards and papers. I will be doing this maybe in the next 2 weeks. So as the requests are coming in, I'm just writing them down, and then I will be doing each one at a time. So if you have any requests, please leave them in the section below, or leave it on my Google Plus page, or email me. That's fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.